Methods for becoming alpha. Gentlemen, we're going to show you 10 strategies today to quit being a nice man and become the alpha. Additionally, we're teaching you a simple error that most guys make when attempting to be less of a nice guy, which actually makes them come out as jerks, because we want your move away from being Mr. Nice Guy to improve your prospects with a girl. Here are 10 strategies for becoming an alpha and permanently shedding your nice guy character, along with the one mistake you shouldn't make after you accomplish it. 10. Ask big, answer small. For hero to go, perhaps? Where would you want to dine? Or which YouTube channel is your favorite? If you are ever asked a question, always attempt to respond as succinctly as you can. The explanation for why decent guys find this so useful is because it makes people more straightforward and less accommodative, while also instilling in them the habit of thinking about what they want. Naturally, you don't want to develop the practice of giving one-word responses, but the more you can avoid giving long, drawn-out explanations, the more confident you'll come across. Alpha equates to being in charge, and alpha equates to not being a nice guy. Presenting command. And if you want a trick to really increase the impact of this one, try contrasting your succinct, direct responses with sincere, considerate, and compassionate inquiries, and observe how your reputation as a decent guy fades when you start dating girls. 9. Let go of your expectations, destroy your expectations. Letting up of your expectations is the first step in moving away from nice guyhood and toward alphadom. This is the reason. First of all, you're more likely to unwind and go with the flow if you don't have any expectations. What girl isn't fond of that? Second, and perhaps more crucially, the secret to allowing yourself to develop the genuine confidence that ensures you won't be stuck as the nice guy is to lower your expectations. Finding a female you are drawn to and approaching her with no intention of picking her up is the quickest and easiest way to accomplish this. That's all. This succeeds because good guys are more than just nice. They are captives to the idea that their niceness will win them a girl. They can practice speaking confidently from their alpha side by letting go of any expectations, which neutralizes the urge for niceness. 8. Make a big move. Fundamentally, being a nice guy stems almost entirely from a lack of confidence. And what is one of the most effective, down-to-earth methods for gaining genuine confidence that girls can see? Through weightlifting, in particular by using large weights. However, that doesn't imply you have to spend your entire life lifting large objects or pumping iron. However, the advantages of a well-thought-out lifting program simply cannot be overstated. It will also improve your confidence, looks, and overall health. But you'll increase your strength and baseline testosterone by concentrating on lifting heavier weights in particular. They have been shown to make a man appear and feel more powerful when they are improved, without needing to be hostile or cruel to others, which is the real sign of being alpha at all times and never a good guy. 7. Don't fold every time. Don't fold every time being a pushover turns off women, as you are undoubtedly aware, and it's one of the good guy's primary traits. You know, another common behavior of decent guys that alpha types don't exhibit is taking the girl's side in arguments without question. The majority of the time, arguments center on minor issues like where to dine or what movie to watch. However, the practice of constantly making minor compromises is what sows the seeds for becoming a pushover who is easy to get along with. What ought one to do instead? First of all, don't argue for the sake of argument, because it's a cliché. However, if you want to avoid controversy, don't agree. Rather, begin light conversations by contrasting your respective goals and proceed accordingly. You might be shocked to learn that, more often than not, girls will respect your viewpoints, admire your determination, and, above all, not think you're a decent person. Are you curious about other major turnoffs for women? You can watch the entire video we made about it here. 6. Brother down. Brother down now, this might not be an issue if you don't have any female pals. In addition to being a clear indication that you're in the buddy zone, spending a lot of time with girls is also a clue that you're definitely playing a losing hand if your goal is to attract women. This is what you do then. Spend some time with your guys if you want to demonstrate to girls that you're more than just a kind guy. Although it might not seem like much, It will significantly alter how you see ladies and how they see you, which could make all the difference. Hey, if you watch Mentelligence every week, you are aware that this video ends well. In addition to offering you 5 additional suggestions for embracing your inner alpha and becoming less of a nice person, we're also going to show you the one thing that men do that can quickly ruin that. So hold on, because we have some exciting things planned. 5. Ignore the score. Ignore the score. The propensity to keep track of the nice things he does for women he likes is a noticeable trait that appears to be ingrained in almost every normal nice guy out there. While nice people can't help but keep track of their good deeds and attempt to use them later for attention, more self-assured alpha types don't care as much about who did what and when. It's depressing because things don't have to be that way. However, polite males believe that by being kind to girls, they are doing them a favor, and they want favors in return. The only issue is that it really just sets them up for a never-ending cycle of goodwill gestures that never lead to anything. What more are they able to do? Our suggestion is straightforward. Be kind, merely for the sake of being kind. And if a female is kind to you, accept it and go on. 4. Reset. Because they are genuinely dedicated to a failing approach that they aren't quite ready to abandon, nice guys tend to stick to their niceness so steadfastly. At any rate, not in public view. Therefore, if you believe that you are a good man who needs to change, do these steps. Try leaving for a little, rather than slamming your head against the wall and hoping that your kindness will be rewarded. This could be your greatest option for the following straightforward reasons. If you try to be less nice at random and change your conduct, girls will notice. However, not only will you have time to change while you're away, but they'll be thrilled to see you return with a new man they feel comfortable with, a quintessential example of simplicity that works. 3. Take care of your own. Take care of your own. Real, genuine independence is one quality that so-called alpha types possess that polite guys do not. By the way, when we talk about alphas, we're not referring to the stereotypical rough guys who beat their chests. Those individuals are just as guilty of allowing other people to define them as good guys. We are referring to men who are independent, capable of taking care of themselves, and who don't rely on being kind to obtain what they desire. In essence, good people, and those who aspire to be alphas, wish they were these individuals, and the type of guy that girls are attracted to right away. Therefore, you must first demonstrate your ability to care for yourself if you wish to be less kind and more alpha. 2. Establish the timetable. Establish the timetable. One thing all nice people have in common is that they dedicate all of their time to. They feel as though their time is secondary to the female they like's schedule, regardless of their other commitments. This is because guys believe they will lose their opportunity if they are not constantly with a female doing what she is doing. And the reason for this is that they overlook a crucial fact. Girls don't want guys merely for their convenience. Furthermore, being closer doesn't genuinely bring them closer. Can you see the difference? Also, the most unpleasant aspect about it is that they would almost certainly be more attractive to the girl they want if they simply spent that time taking care of themselves. 1. Absence of FOMO, a fear of being left behind. Alphas lack it, yet it's a feeling that all good guys have at their core, and it's the primary justification for their actions. They believe that she'll want me at last if I'm just there when she really needs me. That's a wonderful idea, but in addition to the fact that it's highly implausible, they're also grossly overestimating the influence that just being nice would have. Why? Because a girl's friends are literally there to help her be pleasant. All right, what ought to be done in its place? First, don't try to take advantage of her need for a buddy to help her get started. Then, come up with another strategy, go ahead with your own plans, and let her decide if she truly needs assistance. The one error, former nice guys. Remember a few minutes ago when we discussed being self-sufficient and made a comparison between those alpha bros and good guys? Both groups, however, are made up of men from different backgrounds who have the same issue, overcompensation. The majority of kind men eventually discover they have an issue. And when the time comes for the good men to declare their independence, they typically overreact and suddenly turn into jerks in front of everyone. That usually doesn't work any better than being extremely kind, as you might expect. What then can be done? Do everything we discussed today if you want to be more than just a good person, and keep in mind that true change takes time. Guys, stop being Mr.